In this video, I'll be showing you how to create reusable assets for your team right from Figma Buzz. It will give you the opportunity to create an asset once and everyone on your team can import those assets and edit those assets and even upload bulk files like spreadsheets if they have multiple forms of design they would like to use. This is all done in Figma Buzz, and how you do it is when you go and create a new file, by clicking on the new file, you're going to see this Buzz here. It's still in the beta stage, but I think it's pretty much stable for now. Once you click on Buzz, you're brought up to this template whereby you can either decide to use some existing template which Figma has already given to us. You have some for social ads, print, businesses, sales, promotion, events, or even celebrations for like birthdays and all. For the sake of this tutorial, I'm just going to show you how to use one of the templates or create yours from scratch. If you're looking to create yours from scratch, you can just click on Explore and click on New Blank Assets, and it creates that for you. There are also some presets here already set. You can have for Instagram, Facebook, X, or also like the Google. You have some of those already set for you. If you already have like a platform here or your team has a workspace, you can also import from there directly if you'd like. We're just going to take one of the existing social ones from Figma and just start with that template so you have an understanding how this works. So I'm just going to click Add Template, and it brings you to the Buzz editing field. Now what you notice is you have two ways of viewing this. You can view it either as an asset view or as a grid view. As a grid view brings everything up on your screen. Asset view shows you in the asset panel. So what you want to do first is identify the elements you have that you like to create for your team. For example, you'd like some of this text to be changed. You either want the website to be changed. You also want the date, and then you also have the background image. Now, to make this a template, let's say you've designed this or you've copied your design from Figma. To make this a template, let me just rename this and call this template. Once you're done with creating all the editing you'd like to do with it, and you'd like to now publish this as your template, all you need to do is click on this share icon here, and you come back and you're going to see publish template over here. Click on publish template. You need to move this file out of your draft first into like a project, so make sure you have that, and it only work with like a paid subscription. So I'm just going to move it from file into a demo project I have. So I'm going to move this, and it creates that template for me, and then I can now publish it to any team I would like to work with. Just hit on publish. You can also name this brand assets, and then you have just created and published your first brand template. Now this is the first part. I'll now show you how your team can now get access to this template and make use of it if they would like to create template designs from this particular template. So once this is done, you can just close this out, and now if you come over here to the templates, you can now see this your template that you already made there, seeing brand assets. It's already there. You can view this one template here. You can add that template, and it automatically adds. Once it adds here, you're now in a state called the focus editing mode, and what this means is whoever is editing this file won't be able to move elements in these assets, but they can just rename it, or they can type any other details from some of the editable fields, but they can't really change the location and shape. But if you're using this as a team and you want to move these templates up about, you can just click on this lock button here to say remove guidelines. It will give you a warning, and once you remove this guideline, now you can now edit and move this how you deem please. So let's just take that out, and let's just start with one of the templates. Now I'm going to show you how to upload bulk portions of the template. Let's say you're working with a CSV file and you want to create over like 50 or 100 form of designs, either for a video series, a tutorial series, or even like a YouTube thumbnail series. You can upload a CSV file. I already created a CSV file, so it's just make it a little bit easier for me to upload. So I'm just going to show you the CSV file now. Just click on upload, go to my document, and upload the CSV file. Now you see that my CSV file has about 4 different columns there. We have the title, website, date, and also the image. So what I'm now going to do is I'm going to map it to the corresponding titles here on the Buzz file, the initial template I created. So the title, I'm going to select on this title, map it to here. For the website, I'm going to click on the website here and map it to that. And also for the date, click on date and map it. Now I also want this picture to be editable, so I'm going to select the picture. Let me just remove those guidelines from here. I'm going to select the picture. Selecting the picture can be a little bit tricky, but yeah, I think I've selected the picture there, and I can now have that as an image. And this is where the magic happens. So once you create on 2 assets, because just for the sake of this, I populated the Excel sheet to just 2 assets with the image, but you can create as many as you want. And once you create 2 assets, automatically those assets are created, and you can see it also changed the pictures for you automatically. And what this means is that if you have like 200 names, images in that Excel file, it's going to populate those images for you down to the 200s of them. Now, there's some things you need to take note of when you're creating or editing some of these templates. When you're uploading those files, make sure you name them with labels that are clear so you can easily match them up, and also make sure that you're just selecting one to match up with the template. If not, you'll be creating multiple duplicate files that you do not necessarily need. Now, can you still edit some of these templates after you have created the assets? Yes, you can. You can also still edit them. It changes nothing, it just helps you create all of them easily. And then you can also still see your template still remains the same in your asset file. You can add text, you can add images, you can add shapes, or you can also just insert icons and stickers onto your Canva to kind of give it that pop you'd like to have. When you're done with all of this and you like to export, you can just export this. We have different file formats. You have the PDF, JPEG, and the PNG. You can select all of the assets or some of them. If you've used Canva before, you know how this works. It works almost similar to how Canva export works. You can select the particular parts you'd like to export. The size, if you want to increase the size and resolution, and also the color profile, you can do that. Once you export this asset, it will be exported to the location you'd like to have it done. Now, Figma Buzz just gives you a very, very beautiful way to create asset templates for your entire team, and you can have the peace of mind that everyone's keeping to brand consistency and brand styling. This was just released from Figma in their latest config. I hope this video has been able to help you, and I'll be creating more like this. If there's any other question you'd like to know or find out about some of the new releases, make sure you leave them in the comment, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.